driving along one of the most scenic roads in Australia, famous for its treacherous hairpin bends and magnificent views. This is the Great Ocean Road. And what better way to explore this 80-year-old road than in an 80-year-old car?
I'm driving a 1928 Chevrolet on what is an extraordinary feat of construction, one that literally ties one end of the shipwreck coast to the other.
But what most people don't know is this is also one of the most hallowed stretches of bitumen in the country.
This entire road was built in honour of soldiers who died serving their country on the battlefields of World War I. What makes it even more special is that it was built by soldiers who had survived to remember their fallen comrades.
If you look just up on the ridgeline, you can see a spire right there.
Just next to that little wood?
That's right. On the 8th of August 1918, the advance, the 100 days advance that ended the war, began from these trenches. In one day, they advanced from this trench to that spire. That's almost 15 kilometres away.
That's incredible given what had preceded it, isn't it?
Exactly. We think about the First World War, stalemate, mud, trenches. In one day, they advanced from this point 15 kilometres to that far ridgeline. It was breathtaking. The Germans called it Die Schwarze Tag, the Black Day. This was the day the Germans lost the war. It's the great contradiction that people are coming to live the history and to learn about the history, but the more people that come, the more pressure it puts on the environment and the more damage it does to the locations they're coming to visit. So it's something that does need to be very well managed. 10 kilometres from Sydney Heads, 3 crews were preparing their midget submarines for a bold and cunning stealth attack. For these men, this night would change everything.
For me and Giovanna, tonight will also be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We are taking our own Minisub Odyssey into the dark but busy waters of Sydney Harbour. We will attempt to retrace one of the most daring raids of the Second World War.
Were you able to find out anything from the picture?
We can. He's wearing an American uniform, and we can tell he was in the US Navy during the Second World War. Firstly, there's 3 stripes here, 3 chevrons and a bar, which indicates he's not an officer. He's an enlisted man,
Okay.
and this actually tells us his rank is the highest rank of enlisted man, so sort of petty officer. Symbol here, which is hard to see. This is called the rating. This tells us what branch of the Navy he served in. So his rank and what he did in the Navy was a Chief Commissary Steward, a CCS, and basically the CCS was in charge of running the food, running the kitchen on the ship for all the enlisted men.